Imagine if the easiest way to delight your wife is you just throw a ball across the room. Relationships wouldn't fail anymore if that's all you had to do.
Here, Tony. Drop it.
People come to my house and they see my ribbons and they say, oh, you've won all these ribbons at dog shows, but they rarely ask if I'm the dog. I've won quite a few. This is the High Point Award for Puppy Palooza, and then these two are the best ones I have because these are my two best in shows. I got these at DomCon. My name is Tony and I'm a human pup.
I'm Andrew. I'm Tony's husband and trainer.
Pet play is any time that a person takes on the role of an animal, and they emulate that animal, either through their behavior or their actions. Some people wear costumes. This is the first hood that I ever got. I've been involved in pet play for my entire life. A lot of kids like to play pretend. They like to pretend to be an animal, and they enjoy doing it. I just never grew out of that.
I got into pet play through Tony. Once we started dating, handler is a common role for human pups, and I was glad to do it.
They say when the student is ready, the master appears. The first time I met you, I was dressed as a dog for Halloween.
Are you comfortable being fully out?
I don't care.
He was he's female at the time. I remember that he showed up with a little like dog nose painted on. Yeah, it didn't seem weird at the time.
I just happen to have all the gear. There's different aspects of pet play that relate to BDSM or kink or leather. It involves gear that is restrictive or restraining. For example, leashes, harnesses, mitts on your hands. This is called a show tail. What I've done is I've put it through a dildo harness and then I just wear the dildo harness backwards, and that gives the tail better balance. And as you can see, that's a rubber silicone tail, so it wags. And then the most important part of all of this gear is actually this guy, the ball. That's the most important part. That's it.
My responsibility is similar to the responsibility with a regular dog. The first
dog. I'm a regular dog. I'm just different.
Okay. We have bio dogs, and I do train them because no barking. But, you know, if you want to make a big stink, you're an adult human. You can do what you want. Although you'll be talking to the police if that is necessary. So, officer, I can't be held responsible. You're going to need to talk to my trainer.
I think for a lot of pet play couples that the pets get perhaps a little bit more out of it.
So I hang out and I provide him with lots of attention and tell him he's a good boy.
I am.
That's basically 90% of it.
I am a good boy.
The other 10% is agreeing to make programs and graphic design for a club.
Hey! Nice to see you. Come on in. Okay. Very good. Beautiful. The purpose of the LA Pony and Critter Club is to provide a safe space for people to explore and experience animal role play. Nice. And we have just the best time. Every time I do one, it's like the best time of my life. It's the best moment of my life. Oh, this is the best moment of my life. And easy to walk. An extended walk.
We engage in pet play actively a few times a month, and it's often in a social setting, such as a club or an event. We've been in the LA Pony and Critter Club for 6 going on 7 years.
You're so cute.
I know.
The event today that was held by the LA Pony and Critter Club is a play date. They're informal. They can be everything from 3 people to 25 people.
horse.
Yes, he did.
How long have you been a horse trainer?
A horse trainer since 2009. Before that, I was a pony. I like the performance art. I like the detail. I like creating ballet with my animals. All right, I see there's a camera. Okay, I know. Horses, I do silent commands, and with puppies, I do German.
For me, the quintessential pet play gear is tail and hood. Everything else is extra. So let's do tail first.
I have a question.
Yes.
What sends you into puppy space? Like when you put on these two things or one thing?
For me, it's being on all fours. The gear is, I don't need the gear. The gear is for you to see me as a dog.
Okay.
I don't need the gear.
Actually getting down on all fours, that's it, you're gone.
Yeah. For me, the reason that I like to be a dog is man's best friend. Dogs experience the world through a lens of pure joy that I don't think other animals have. Maybe dolphins, but I feel like that pet play would be much harder. Hey,
by your
no,
tail.
don't get me by my tail. I'll bite you. The LA Pony and Critter Club is kind of pet play vanilla style. There's no sex involved. I don't think pet play is sexual. I do think that to an extent it is erotic because it is intimate. I have big ears.
The topic of sexuality in pet play can be pretty controversial. We don't make it sexual, but I have nothing against those who do.
That's great.
But more power to those who do.
I'm like,
What have I got here? What have I got here?
oh, give me that. Pet play is, first of all, great exercise. It's a lot of fun. CrossFit has nothing on pet play.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
I enjoy running around. I enjoy tug of war. I enjoy fetch. Very typical dog activities. Within the larger club, we do fox hunts. We have dog shows. We have herding events. Anything a dog can do, a human can do. I consider myself out. I'm very open. That being said, I do compartmentalize my pet play because not everyone wants or needs to see that. My family, for example, I think they have a general idea that I'm into some kinky stuff, but we don't talk about it.
I think people misunderstand pet play because they see a collection of ideas that aren't normally next to each other, namely animals, sex, adults pretending, and they immediately get an alarmed sense that something's wrong. I think everyone should feel comfortable exploring the limits of their creativity and imagination, and most of us have grown up in a culture that strongly discourages you from taking it too far. I appreciate that I'm married to someone who encourages me to explore my imagination and my interests wherever they lead, and I try to do the same.
Yeah. My mouth tastes like wood chips.
What?
My mouth tastes like wood chips.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I think everyone should try it once, and if they like it, they should try it a second time.